Hello, y'all. I'm Joe, and here's another episode, as if it wasn't an episode. I have to stop saying that. Okay, this talk's going to be about dealing with alcohol withdrawals. I'm not talking about serious DTs or delirium tremens, but I'm talking about just the minor ones that alcoholics get, because, of course, I'm an alcoholic. My name is Joe. I'm not going to stand up. But yeah, my paradigm is, I'm an alcoholic, and sometimes I drink, sometimes I don't. I go through like month-long binges sometimes. I'm not that great at controlling it, but I have some measure of control. And anyways, when I'm not drinking, when I sleep, I take 9 milligrams of melatonin. I take 5 capsules or tablets of Diphenhydramine, also known as Benadryl, but it's the exact same thing. Take 5 of those, and Gamma-Aminobutyric acid is very good to take. I take 7 capsules at 750 milligrams a piece. So 7 times 7 is 49, with 7 times 5, 35, 49, like 525 milligrams or something. I don't know. But I take that. And also, I take, and this is when even when I'm not drinking, that's what I take to sleep. And I'll also take 1/2 milligram of alprazolam, and that's, what that is Xanax, but it's not like the famous one. It's the same structure, I think. But yeah, and whenever I take any kind of a benzodiazepine type tranquilizer, what I do is I'll drink like a glass about this large full of grapefruit juice about between a half hour and 20 minutes before I actually take the benzodiazepine, and that's because of something called first pass metabolism. And that means that in your small intestine you have a whole bunch of enzymes in your small intestine. Even before the benzodiazepine gets through your blood and to your liver for ultimate destruction, it has to deal with all of these enzymes on the wall of your small intestine. The thing is that there's a chemical in grapefruit juice that binds to these enzymes and gets broken down. So if you take grapefruit juice first, the benzodiazepine molecules have a better chance of getting in your bloodstream. So you have an effectively higher dose, and the effect of grapefruit juice varies upon one's genetics. So, I'm not a doctor, but this is what I do, and that's how I get to sleep when I'm not drinking. It's quite I've been doing this for this paradigm for how many years? 15 years? No, 17 years? Something like that, yeah. But
at least a decade and a half.
Yeah. Well, I went to treatment in 2000. That's when I started.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I actually went to. Well, I probably shouldn't say where I went because I don't want to offend anyone. But yeah. Now, if I drink, of course, alcoholics shouldn't drink, but I do what I want. I probably shouldn't, but I don't know. Oh, that was good. Okay. Maybe it was wine, maybe not. I'm not going to tell you. Now in the morning, if I have some slight withdrawals, I will take 5 of these capsules, 5 of these 750 milligram capsules, and it dramatically reduces anxiety and alcohol withdrawal symptoms. One of the reasons is because GABA is either more of it's released, or the system is activated somehow when you drink alcohol, and when the alcohol's out of your system, you want to get the GABA back in. And so say if I drink like maybe a bottle, say like 375 milliliters of vodka a night, that's like 10 drinks. That's not very good. Yeah. This size, if I drink that much, and I wake up in the morning and I'll take like 5 of these first thing in the morning, and in midday I'll take 5 more, and by the evening I pretty much don't suffer withdrawal symptoms. Of course, what works the best is the benzodiazepine type tranquilizer in the morning. But you got to be careful with benzos because if you, you know, if you take a lot of benzos with alcohol, you can die. So what I do is I have a breathalyzer. I'll show it to you actually. So.
Which is the alcohol.
I'm not advertising. I would advertise for these guys if they wanted me to, because this is a lifesaver. So, anyways, I keep one of these things. So, you know, because I'm an alcoholic, but I want to be as responsible as possible when I'm being irresponsible. So, I'll get my BAL, and if it's like, you know, say if it's like 0.04 or something, then I figure it's totally fine for me to take benzos. Okay, but my biochemistry is kind of shaped by, you know, a lifetime of alcoholism and stuff like that. So it's, you know, I'm sure other people would be a lot more sensitive. So this is not medical information I'm giving you. I mean, it is what I do for myself, but you know, I ain't no doctor or nothing. I don't know nothing about treating no patients. But yeah, that's one of the ways you know, I survive. And when it comes to you know, withdrawals in the morning, if they're bad enough, I will take and my alcohol level is low enough, which I wouldn't be having withdrawals if I had a high alcohol level anyways. But if I'm having some withdrawals, I'll take, like, you know, grapefruit juice about, you know, 20 minutes or half an hour before, and then take a half milligram, and it usually does the trick. It takes care of it. It's not the best thing to do, but I was talking to a therapist when I got myself, like, declared non-disabled by the state government, which it would be nice to be disabled still and get money from the government, but I don't want to, you know, there are people who are so worse off than me. I feel kind of like a douchebag. But in any case, yeah, so that's what I do is I take, you know, benzos, and you know, they even say don't take grapefruit juice if you're taking benzos, or what's that heart medication, Sherry, that a lot of people take?
Statin drugs?
Statin drugs, yeah. Statin drugs have the same moiety or the same little part of the structure that gets attacked by the enzymes and allows more of the benzodiazepine stuff to go through. So that's basically what we're talking about there biochemically, is called competitive inhibition. I think a good analogy is like football, even though I kind of like playing football, but not really. I haven't played in years, but when you have like not your running backs, but you got all those big, what are they, you know what they're called, Sherry? Those dudes that...
The quarterbacks?
No, the quarterback is the benzodiazepine molecule that we want in our bloodstream and to go into our brain. But there's those guys that stand in the line in front, and they're all, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, and they all...
The only time in my entire life I ever watched football was when I was forced to do it with people that I was with at the time.
No, I've been in the room with people watching football, and I get just so bored.
So I don't even know what they're called.
Even if I'm reading a book, I get bored. But okay, linebackers. I think there's linebackers. I don't know. This
makes us sound real primitive.
I don't care at all. No, it makes us sound like we don't care about football. I mean, I'm not like an expert in tampons. You know. I mean, okay, so sorry for getting off track, but it's kind of like the linebackers. You gotta have of the opposing teams. The linebacker of the team that okay, picture one group of linebackers like the ends. You jerk, that's mine. Okay.
Temptation is killing me.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, so the linebacker, one set of linebackers is like the moiety on the benzodiazepine molecule. All right. So, and the other set of linebackers are the enzymes that break down the chemical. So, you want to have your grapefruit juice chemical. I forgot what it is. They're the linebackers, and they're hitting the first pass enzymes that degrade the benzodiazepine, so that your quarterback can make a touchdown. I almost said score a goal, but make a touchdown, and the end zone is like your brain, your neurons. That's how it works. But yeah, this is just the way that I do things, and you know, maybe you could ask your doctor or something. Sherry, what are you doing? I'm still filming. Am I? Okay. All right. It just okay. Yeah. Sorry for the mess. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah. Another thing about GABA, you have something called amino acid transporters. I think they're within your cells. I'm not. Yeah. Of course they're within your cells, but I think I don't know much about it. But anyways, I should. But the GABA, you don't want to have a lot of protein in your small intestine when you're using this. So I typically won't eat anything with protein in it for about 3 hours before I consume this. The reason is because of competitive inhibition, kind of like what I talked about with the football analogy with benzodiazepines. But since this is an amino acid, proteins are made out of amino acids. You know, the transporters are going to grab whatever amino acids they can find, and they're not that particular. So you might have 1,000 other amino acids compared to each molecule of GABA you have. So it's not going to have much of an effect for the protein in your system. So yeah, I wait about 3 hours, and sometimes I'll have, like, you know, grapefruit juice, you know, before bed, or some kind of a sweet beverage that's supposed to actually help the absorption of GABA, I think I heard, or I was told in treatment. But anyways, not a doctor, and ain't giving out medical advice. I'm just saying what I do for myself, and just want to be helpful to other people who, you know, drink too much and have trouble sleeping. But GABA really does work very well for you know, relatively mild alcohol withdrawals, and plus benzodiazepines themselves can be habit forming. So, you know, I think this might be a good choice, because something like half of the people with social anxiety who get benzos for their anxiety, that anxiety is caused by mild alcohol withdrawal. So, just trying to give you all some help. And
also known as Gamma-Aminobutyric acid.
Gamma-Aminobutyric acid. And on that topic, I have a really fun... Oh, here, I'll draw a picture of it, for Christ's sakes. Alright, here. Oh, yeah, for the sake of Christ, I'm drawing a picture. That didn't make any grammatical sense, but... Okay.
Should I pause this?
No, don't pause it.
We're just doing this informative video.
Anyways, can you see that properly?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I have enough carbons. Uh-oh. Oopsies. Well, let's just make another carbon here. Yeah, I believe this is the structure. Gamma-Aminobutyric acid. And the funny thing is, well, it's probably not that funny, but if you remove the amino group, okay, and add a hydrogen, right here, carbon, yeah, you get what's called butyric acid, and that's the chemical that is produced when produced in, like, human body odor to a certain extent by bacteria, I think, and it's also in arils of ginkgos, and it's in rancid butter. And,
is it in all rancid food?
Not, I don't know about all rancid food, but particularly, I think it's named after butter.
Yeah.
Acid that was found there, but I know for a fact that they're not. Well, I've deduced, you know, beyond any reasonable.
I'm pretty sure it's in eggs too.
I've deduced beyond any reasonable doubt that you know, I have two jacked smell receptors. You know, so I got recessive for my mom and recessive allele for my dad, and I can't smell it at all. I have no ability. So I had some roommates back in the day, and I was like making some eggs and butter, and they were like, fuck, what the fuck? They're screaming. They're screaming, Joe, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm making eggs, for Christ's sakes. And like, that smells horrible, you know. So yeah, I can't smell ginkgo arrows. I can't smell rancid butter, of course. And to some extent, I can't smell like BO as much as other people can. So maybe that's a blessing. I don't know. But yeah, of course we got off topic. But I hope we gave you all some valuable information. So whatever. Stop recording. Alrighty.